Hello, opinion members. My name is Michael Palij, and I wanted to talk to you about a wine that is very near and dear to my heart. Now, we've been working with Zerba for 25 years, and this wine has had a huge success. And I wanted to just tell you a little bit about the background of Gavi. Now, Gavi is in Piemonte, so that's in the northwest corner of Italy, and it is immediately north of Genoa. Now, about 40 kilometers as the crow flies. And this is important because back in the day, when the ships unloaded in Genoa, they put all of the merchandise onto the mule trains, and those would roll over the Ligurian Alps, and that was about a day. So as soon as the mules got over the Ligurian Alps, they'd stop. And of course, inns and taverns and various things sprung up around that area, and it was called Novi Ligure, the New Liguria. And also, wine sprung up there as well to slake the thirst of all of these weary travelers, and that wine is Gavi. Now, it's easy to pronounce, and in the 1980s, there was this international craze for Gavi, and when that happens, two things follow. Quality and standard slip, and the vineyard area expands. So it's important to note that there are two subzones within Gavi. One is Gavi di Gavi, and the other is Gavi di Tassarola. Now, the difference between the two is Gavi di Tassarola is higher, so this is actually the highest estate in the whole DOCG, and also the soil there has this kind of outcropping of real iron-rich terroir, a kind of terra rossa soil, which give the wines more power and intensity. The estate's owned by a lovely couple, Luigi and Paola, and I've watched their kids grow up through the years, and they're dedicated now to making great Gavi as they ever were. And I've really worked with them over the years. So we do a couple of things that are different here. So number one, there's 3 harvests for this wine. So the first is a little bit early, and that gives the wine a bit more acidity and freshness. And about 60% of it is bang on, so ripe, perfectly ripe. And then about 20%, the third harvest, is late, and that gives it a bit more power and weight and alcohol. And by blending all of that together, we then go tank by tank and do all the tastings. And then we use inoculated yeast. So I know all the rage now is for natural yeast, but actually because of what we want to craft a really textured, full-bodied white. We actually select the yeast that we want, and we change that from tank to tank. And once we've done that, we then do the final blend to create the wine. Now this is unoaked, brewing with shellfish, fish, anything probably up to chicken, it'll be fine. So pasta, vegetarian dishes, absolutely wonderful. And it's a wine that's often overlooked because Gavi's kind of out of fashion now, but I can assure you it's worth revisiting. There's a reason why Gavi was so famous, and it does have the potential to produce really, really interesting whites. And this wine is one of them, and I very much hope that you enjoy it.